Hi Tacoma, welcome back to your first grade TV classroom. Today is Thursday, December 3rd, and I'm Mrs. Oslin. As always, let's take a moment to check in with what zone you're in. Think about what emotion you're feeling. Think about your I message. You'll remember an I message sounds like I feel because Pay really close attention to how strongly you're feeling your emotion. Take some think time. I'm going to practice sharing my iMessage with Rashid. Rashid, I'm feeling hungry because it's lunchtime, so I'm going to have to be sure that I eat a snack after this. Now, you take a moment to share your iMessage with your learning buddy, someone in the room with you, or with me on the screen. Now, let's review some of our social emotional things that we've been working on. We've been thinking about when we know that we are feeling a feeling at a 4 or a 5 on the feelings thermometer, we need to stop and think before we say or do anything. Then we can go through our stop and stay cool steps. The first step is we say, I feel like I'm losing control. Then we stop. You give yourself a chilly hug. You breathe in and out for 5. Let's practice doing that now. Then hopefully you're cool and ready for school or ready to share your iMessage with someone. We've also been learning about using the peace path to help us solve a conflict or a problem that we have with someone else. Step 1 is you share your iMessage and the other person gets to share their iMessage, and make sure that you say it back, which means after the person you're in a conflict with has said their iMessage, you repeat back. So you feel because and this is so we make sure that everybody knows how everybody feels. Step 2 is to brainstorm win-win solutions. This is where you think about what is a solution that you could try in which both people get some of what they want and both people feel okay with the outcome. Then you come together with the person and you discuss what your win-win solutions were, and you decide together which one you're going to try to solve the problem. Some possible win-win solutions are share, take turns, apologize, fix the problem, or get help if none of those are going to work. Today and every day, your job is to listen, share, and read. You are a strong listener when you keep your eyes on the speaker, when you listen to the speaker, and when you think about the words or the task that I'm asking you to do. You're also going to be asked to share, which means you do share your ideas, you talk about the book or the learning that you're doing, and if there's someone in the room with you who is also going to be sharing, you're going to practice those strong listening skills. Now, I'm going to have you grab your materials for this lesson. What you will need are your learning buddy, your whiteboard and marker, and your phonics packet. Go grab those 3 items and come back to me ready to go. You're back. Oh, that was fast. Okay, here we go. Today, we are learning that readers, you, use everything they know to read. We have learned a lot. So you're going to use everything that you learned in kindergarten and use everything that you've learned so far in first grade to read. Let's review some of the things that you've learned so far. You have your kindergarten word wall. Find that in your packet. It looks like this, and you know it's kindergarten because it has Mabel. Got it? Okay, we're going to use this chart to help us read. You have your first grade word wall. You know it's your first grade word wall because who's up here? Our buddy Rashid. Find your first grade word wall or alphabet chart. Got it? Okay. You also have your first grade word wall. I got those confused. This is the alphabet chart, and you know because it has the alphabet on it. And this is the word wall, your first grade word wall. We know it's first grade because it has Rashid. Find this. We're going to use this to help us read. You also have your vowel chart. When we learned that vowels make two sounds, they have a short sound and a long sound. We know that A says A like acorn and A says A like apple. E says E as in easel and E says E as in egg. We know I says I like in ice and I says I like in igloo. O says O like oval and O says aw like ocelin or octopus. U says U like in unicorn and U says like in umbrella. You have this chart? Okay. We also have our blends and digraphs chart, and we learned that blends are like when you put ingredients into a blender and to make a smoothie. They blend together, but they each keep their own sound. Find this chart. Okay. Now, this chart, your phonics professor words. This is our first time looking at this chart. These are all the things, using all those other charts, we can find and use uppercase or capital letters to help us read. We can use lowercase letters to help us read. We can use the letter name, the letter sound, syllables or word parts or beats. We can use what we know about vowels, consonants. Those are the letters that aren't vowels. Digraphs. Those are when we put letters together and they make a new sound. And blends. These are your phonics professor words. Because you know so much about words, you should be a professor at this point. So we're going to use what we know to help us read. Now, what I want you to do is have all your charts in front of you. And on your whiteboard, you're going to write your name. And you're going to mark it up with everything you notice about it using your professor words and all your other charts. So, plug it in, and on your whiteboard, write your name. I'm going to write my name. That's not going to fit, I can already tell. Smaller letters, Mrs. Ozelin. You have yours and I have mine. Now we're going to go through your phonics professor words chart and find all of those things in your name if you have them. And you're going to write them on here. Write what you find. Go. Oh, I have it. Uppercase, uppercase. Oh, these are lowercase. Where are my vowels? There's a vowel. There's a vowel. There's a vowel. Let's see. So all the other ones are consonants. M is a consonant, R is a consonant, S, Z, L, N. Those are all consonants. Let's see. I got my vowels. Oh, syllables. Miss. Well, that's kind of tricky with that, so I'm going to skip that part. But Oz, O, Lin. Those are my vowels. Oz, O, Lin. Oh, you know what I noticed? I have two O's, and they both make different vowel sounds. This O is the short O, aw, short. Ozolin. Yeah, that's kind of the long vowel sound. Do I have any digraphs? No digraphs. Any blends? No blends. Oh, but you know what I do notice? If I'm looking at my word wall, I have this snap or power word in. Let's see, anything else that I notice? Not really. Is your name marked up like mine? Look at all those things that we know that we can use to help us read. I identified the capital or uppercase letters and the lowercase letters. I identified the letter or the syllables, the vowels. I talked about the letter sounds. I noticed the consonants. I don't have digraphs or blends, but I did find a power word in my name, and I can use that to read other words that also have in them. Wow. We know a lot as readers, don't we? All right, now look at this word. Actually, you know what? Erase your whiteboard. We're done with that. Put the cap on your marker so it clicks shut. And then refocus your attention. I have a word, napkin. What do you notice about that word? Napkin. Let's clap the syllables in napkin. Here we go, ready? Napkin. How many syllables? 2. And I'm noticing in the second syllable, kin. Here. What is that? That's the power or snap word in. I can use my power words and snap words and everything that I know to read longer words. I can break words up into their syllables, nap, kin, and then blend them together to read napkin. What other words can you think of that have in them? Besides Oslin, I already gave that one away. We're learning about including, people. Including has in it. So I can read and write the word include because I hear in and I know it in a snap. Invite. Ooh, I can invite someone to something. And I can read and write the word invite because I know in a snap. Let's see what else we can do. Read this word. Oh, okay, we have to go back. Mr. Kevin has something he needs to address.
Fin.
He's saying, what if I wanted to write about Chili's fin or flipper? Fin. I can read and write the word fin because I know the word in. Oh, Mr. Kevin's using everything he knows to read and write. Mrs. Wally has something now too.
What about the word bin?
What about the word bin? In. B. In. And I hear the consonant B sound. Oh my gosh. First graders, we can read and write anything now that we know so much.
It makes me want to spin.
Oh, Mr. Kevin's going to add a blend sp to the beginning of in, and he's going to spin. And then, oh, here we go. And now Mrs. Wally's going to add the blend gr, in. What is it? Grin. Gosh. First graders, we're lucky to have our friends here with us. This is the word got. Say got. Now you know the word got. Then what other words can you read or write? I almost forgot. I also know the snap word forgot. I can use everything I know to read and write longer and longer words. Can. What can I read or write with the word can? You know what my kids like to eat after dinner? Candy. Do you like candy? You can read and write about candy because you know the word can. Can-D. Candy. Oh, wow. You are using everything that you know about words and letters to read and write longer and longer words. You can use what you know about uppercase or capital letters. You can use what you know about lowercase letters. You can use what you know about letters name and sound. You can use syllables like we did in napkin. You can use vowels. You can use consonant. You can use digraphs. You can use blends to help you put it all together to read and write. Now, as you go off to write today, I want you to use your Professor Words chart. I want you to use your vowel chart, use your alphabet chart, use your word walls, use all the resources that you have to make sure that you are writing words correctly. Because you are a reader and a writer who uses everything you know to read. So when you read today, also use those charts to help you. Use your word wall. Practice reading these words. You can read it, say it with me, loud like a monster, scary like a witch, squeaky like a mouse, whisper like a secret. Or invent your own. And if you're okay with it and your adult is okay with it, they can record you and send it to us here at our TV classroom. There's our email address, and we will play it. Or if you don't want us to play it, we'll just share it, share your idea with everyone. You could also just write it down if you don't want to be recorded and email it to us, or put it in the mail and our address will be up at the end of the episode. Continue tracking your reading goals, reading for longer and longer periods of time. Make sure that you send this chart to your teacher at the end of every week so they know what you're doing and what you're working on. Now, this is your 5-minute break. This is your chance to take care of your needs, but also gather the materials that you will need for math. You already have your whiteboard and marker. You already have your learning buddy. You just need to get your counters and be ready to go in 5 minutes for math with Mrs. Wally. Thank you so much for reading and writing and thinking with me today. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.
Hi, first graders. I really enjoyed Miss Oslin's lesson. I had a great time sitting over at my desk thinking about all the different end words I could come up with. Well, now it's time for math. Are you ready? We're gonna do some subitizing today. Do you remember what subitizing means? It means looking at a picture of objects, for this it's gonna be dots, and being able to tell how many dots there are without counting every single dot. So you might look at it and see a group of 2 and a group of 5, and you know that's 7. So that's what we're gonna do. Go ahead, take a look at our first subitizing card. How many do you see? How did you know it was 6, Pebble? Pebble says, I saw a group of 4 and a group of 2. Yes, Rashid? Oh, he said, I found a different way. How did you see it, Rashid? Rashid said, I saw 3 and 3, and I know that that is 6. How did you see it at home? Awesome. Let's look at the next one. I wonder if we can use this picture to help us solve this one. How many are there? 7? How did you know there were 7 so fast? You didn't have time to count all of them. What was that, Rashid? Oh my goodness. There is 6 and 1. 6 and 1 makes 7. Let's go on to the next one. How can we use that 6 to help us? 6 and 3. If you hear some sound, there's a big rainstorm happening outside right now. So if you hear kind of a pelting sound, there's hail coming down and hitting the windows. But we're just going to keep going. 6 and 3 is what? 6, 7, 8, 9. How many are there? 9. There's 9 dots. Did we need to count every dot? No, we didn't. How many dots do you see now? How did you know there was 8? Pebble says, I saw 4 and 4. Rashid, what did you see? Rashid said, I saw 6 and 2. I know there are 8. Ooh, how many do we see now? How did you know so fast it was 10? Yeah, that wasn't enough time to count. Because we know our friends of 10 and 8 and 2 make 10. Kiss your brain, first graders. Excellent work. Today, we're going to continue learning to use the facts we know to help us solve the problems we don't know. Remember yesterday we looked at that fact chart. We were looking at the patterns. Before we start today, let's fill in our fact chart again. I made it nice and big so it was easy to see, and I can use my finger. What is 1 plus 1? 2. What comes next? Yep, 3, because we're just adding 1 more each time. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then remember, we figured out when we go diagonal, we saw all the ways to make that number. So this is a 10, and this is a 10, this is a 9, and this is a 9, and this is a 9. 8, 8, 8. 7, 7, 7, 7. What's 5 plus 1? 6, 6, 6, 6. What's 2 plus 3? 5, 5, 5. What's 3 plus 1? 4, 4. And what's 2 plus 1? 3. Phew! Look at us go. Now, if I need to know what 2 plus 6 is, I just look for 2 plus 6 and I know it's 8. And I can learn them really fast. Now, it says, look at the facts in row C. Where is row C? Do you see it, Rashid? Here it is, row C. Okay. What addend is in each fact? Addend. What's an addend? Oh yeah, the addend is where you have a part plus a part equals a whole, or an addend and an addend equals a sum. So what addend is in each fact in row C? Rishi, let's read it together. Are you ready? 6 plus 1, 6 plus 2, 6 plus 3, 6 plus 4. What addend did I say? What number did I say every single time? 6. Look at the facts in the column H. Where's H? Oh, do you see it up there on the top? Columns go up and down. Rows are like movie theaters. They go sideways. So the vertical is the column, the horizontal is the rows. Now it says, what addend is in each fact in H? Well, let's read down each one and see if we can figure it out. 4 plus 2, 5 plus 2, 6 plus 2, 7 plus 2, 8 plus 2. What addend is the same? That column are all of our plus 2 facts. Okay, now we have to find all the missing totals. Pebble, are you ready? Okay, let's look at row A. Do we have any missing totals or sums in row A? Nope, they're all there. What about row B? Are we missing anything in row B? Nope, they're all there. What about row C? Are we missing in row C? Okay. Well, we have 6 plus 1. What's 6 plus 2? Whoa, how did you know it was 8 so fast? Oh yeah, that's right. Because there's 7 blank 9. And what's in between 7 and 9 on our number line? 5, 6, 7, 9. What goes there? Yeah, it's 8. I'm going to use my pen because I have to get that really small. Are you ready? Let's see if I can do it. 8. I did it, but I'm going to use that other. Let's see if I can do it, friends. Oh, I think I did it. What color? Green. I think I did it. Woohoo! Okay. Now we're also missing the 6 plus 4. We know that one. 6 plus 4 is a friend of 10. Here we go. A line down and a circle. 10. Okay. Now let's do D. What's missing there? What is 7 and 1 more? It's 8. What's 7 and 2 more? 9. Look, 8, 9, 10. Okay. What's 8 and 1 more? 9. What's 8 and 2 more? 10. And then what's 9 and 1 more? 10. Look at that. Kiss your brain, first graders. Whew. All right. It's time to get our whiteboards out. Do you have your whiteboard? Do you have your counters? Got my counters? And I have my whiteboard. Let's build this first box. It says 6 plus 2 equals 8. So I'm going to do 6 red dots. Can you do 6 counters? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Woo! 6 plus 2 equals 8. Do you agree? Do we have 8? 6, 7, 8. Okay. Now we're going to use this to help us solve 8 minus 2. How might I do that? What was that? You're right. 8 minus 2 means I have 8. I'm going to scoot this way so you can see my face. I have 8, and then I take 2 away. Well, do I have 8? I do. What if I just draw a line here and go 2 away? How many do I have? I don't even have to count it because I know I built 6 and 2. So if I have 8 and I take this part away, I get the other part. So what's my answer? What's 8 minus 2? It's 6. Oh, I have to. Here we go. 6. Let's see if that works for the next one. Do you think it's going to work for the next one, or do you think it only works for that one? Let's see. 7 plus 2. I added one more here and added one here. So now I have 7 and 2. 7 plus 2 is 9. Okay, now it says it wants me to write a subtraction equation. What subtraction equation could I write using that fact family? Pebble, do you have one? Okay. Pebble says, well, when we subtract, we start with the whole. And what's our whole? How many do we have all here? 9. So we have 9 minus, how many should we take away? No, we can't do 5. That's not part of the 7 plus 2 equals 9 fact family. Do you see a group of 5 here? Which group do you want to take away, 7 or 2? Let's take away the 7. Now, without counting, if we take away the 7, whoop, how many are left? 2. If 7 and 2 makes 9, then 9 minus 7 leaves us with 2. 9 minus 7 equals 2. Okay, next one. I need to have 8. I had 7, and now I'm going to have 8. 8 and 2 makes, you got it, 10. Okay, can you write a subtraction equation on your board that uses our fact family 8 plus 2 equals 10? I'm going to give you 1 minute to write the equation and find the answer. Ready, go. I see some of you are done. Okay, we're subtracting. We start with the whole. How many dots do we have? 10. And you could have done either of these. You could have done 10 minus 8 equals 2, or 10 minus 2 equals 8. Either of those are accurate. Okay. Woo! Go ahead and reset your board. I'm just going to move these counters up here. Let's see if you can complete all of these, and then I'm going to go over the answers. So you won't see my whiteboard anymore. You'll just see my PowerPoint slide. And I want you to see if you can figure these out on your whiteboard. I'm going to give you 2 minutes to find the answers using the fact families. So we have this fact family here to solve this equation here. This fact family here to solve this equation here. And this fact family here to solve this equation here. Are you ready? 2 minutes and go. What do you think? Yep. Nice thinking. Nice job. How are you doing? Keep going. You've got this. Okay, are you ready? 8 minus 5 equals blank. Well, if 5 plus 3, I'm going to erase all of this ink. If 5 plus 3 equals 8, and I have 8 and I take the 5 away, then what I have left is the 3. Perfect. 5 plus 4 is 9. So I have 9. I'm going to take away something and 4 is going to be left. So which one do I need to cross off if I want 4 to stay? The 5. 9 minus 5 equals 4. And our last one, 5 plus 5 equals 10. Well, then 10 minus 5 is going to be 5. Kiss your brain, first graders. Excellent job. Here's your homework today. You're going to do page 213 and 214. You're going to use the fact families, fill it in, and then use them to answer the questions. All right? Did we build some models showing the information we know? Did we use a strategy to find a missing number? Did we tell how we found the missing number? Yes, we did. Okay, on Wednesday, December 9th, Superintendent Carla Santorno is going to be here. We're going to be interviewing her and learning all about her and her job here at Tacoma Public Schools. And then on December 16th, the Tacoma Fire Department is making a video just for you to show what it's like to live a day in the life of a firefighter in Tacoma. And they're going to answer some questions for us as well. So don't forget to tune in those 2 days. So it's time for our affirmation. Are you ready? I'm giving each grade level a different affirmation today. Some days I do all the same, some days I do different. And first graders, I want you to remember that you always matter. Sometimes it can feel hard at home, especially during a pandemic when everything's busy and everything's different than what is normal. And sometimes our adults are really busy and we feel kind of left out a little bit. But it's important to know that they're busy because they care about you and because you matter to them. And they're trying to do their very best to provide for you. So, take a deep breath. My turn. I matter. Your turn. Great job, first graders. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
Hey kids, we want to see your work. Just send your pictures and your stories to TV Classroom, 601 South 8th Street, Tacoma, Washington, 98405.